Namaste, namaste to all you beautiful people out there. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Moments to Inspire. Oh, it's Awakenings Moments to Inspire. It's such a beautiful, beautiful day here. It's a beautiful Thursday. It is 37 degrees in Ontario. We are expecting thunderstorms, so hopefully I will remain with you for the entire broadcast. Um, and we'll chance it. Thunderstorms in my area don't seem to be working so well here lately with the hydro and the power. So, fingers crossed, we stay with each other today. So, welcome, welcome. My name is Angel, and I am just so excited to be here with you today. We have a great show. I am going to discuss, we've touched on this previously, I do believe, about kind of um, finding inspiration in your everyday life, finding inspiration in the mundane, the things that don't necessarily you wouldn't think would bring us joy, especially when it's easy, right? It's so easy to stay in that higher vibration when you are in your zone, when you're in your environment and you're with your crew. And it's so much easier to stay kind of in that higher vibrational level when you are in your own environment. But when you leave that environment and you have to go out into the world around you, then we sometimes find that our higher vibration begins to lower. So, how do we find inspiration in the everyday world, in your everyday life, that can help you maintain or even raise that higher vibration? And so we're going to talk about that a little bit more in depth a little later in the show. First, I'm going to put in my various emails in the chat. So if anyone wishes to email me, I would love to hear from you. And feel free to get into the chat and explore and talk to one another. And hey, talk to me. It's my way of communicating with you back and forth. So by all means, jump in, jump in. I'm just going to put my emails in here real quick. I just want to make sure I got them all spelt correctly so that you don't email some strange person. There we go. So it is today. Today is June 16th. So I did, for those of us who are with the Yoga of Self Ascension and follow Shri and Kira, we usually I like to open my show with the Ave Saw breath. And we'll go into ascended numerology in a moment. But I just want us all to kind of come in, ground, center with each other, and kind of envelop each other in that higher vibration, like I was talking about before. And so, a great way to do that is breath work. And so, Ave Saw is a great breath practice, and I would highly recommend it. And it's very, very simple. You put your hand to your heart, and this immediately just begins to calm your body, calm your mind. We're in charge, we're aware. And then you close your eyes, or you don't have to if you're in a driving, that kind of thing. And you can inhale. And as you inhale, you think Ave. And what does Ave mean? Well, Ave means hail, hail to the divine. And I like to think of it as hail to the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and the divine spark inside of you. And we'll talk about that a little bit more when we get into the ascended numerology for sure. And so Ave, the hail is just kind of, I see you, universe. I see me, universe. And I see our co-creative ability. That's what I feel in the hail, you know? And then the saw is a relief, a release, a surrender to the moment, a surrender to the feelings that you're experiencing. And you even just a surrender to whatever's about to happen. And to know that you're in trust in that surrender. That's what Ave Saw breath is. So we're going to do it 3 times. And on the inhale, we'll think Ave, and then on the exhale, we give a loud Saw. Okay? So here we go. Ave, Saw. Ave, Saw. Ave, Saw. And there we are, all together in that higher vibration. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. On to ascended numerology now. Today is, as I said before, is June 16th. And so when I put June 16th through the ascended numerology sequence, the sacred sequence, I came up with a 9. And I talked about the 9 before, but maybe I'll go a little bit deeper into it. Think of the 9 as the Trinity times 2, right? Because times 3. And what is the Trinity? The Trinity is the divine masculine, the divine feminine. Let me do that again. The divine masculine, the divine feminine. And it is the divine spark that is co-created inside you with that divine masculine and feminine energy. So that is what the Trinity means to me. And I'm sure it means so much more to you as well. And this is such a great day for amplification because it is the Trinity times 3, right? So it's 9. And so what that basically means is just take a look at your life, look over it, and take a real good look and see what's popping out to you. Namaste, Lynn. Oh, so wonderful to see you. Yes, by all means, everyone pop into the chat. I love to hear from you. I love to chat with you and say hello. If you have any great words of wisdom, put them there and I can relay them too. Please, please, please. We're co-creating this show together. So let's co-create together, right? So if you take a look around, take a look at your life and are you walking the walk and talking the talk? Are you stepping into who you really are? And because now is the time. There's no need to wait. There's no need to worry about studying more. There's no need to say, oh, well, I'll do it tomorrow, like procrastinate, or you have some kind of self-doubt. You're ready. You're ready. Step into this energy. That's what this energy is saying. You are ready to step into it. Now's the time. You can transcend and move past all the perceived obstacles that are there. And that is what the 9 really means. Just now remember those obstacles when we're talking about transcending all that you perceive as obstacles. Why do we perceive obstacles? Because they're not real, right? They're not really real. They're just an illusion that we can easily and transcend. So that is what the energy of the 9 helps you to do. It helps you to move through that and to release the frustration and the judgment that you're holding that's been setting you back. That's the energy of the 9. So go for it. Go for it. I also like to think of the energy of the 9 being lesson 5 of the Lost Books of the Essene, for those of you who are with Shri and Kira, and the lion coming out of the woods. Many of us know the story, but I'll just relay it very quickly here. It was delivered come through Master Lady Kira Ra by Archangel Zadkiel. And the basic, I'm not going to do it justice here. I know I'm not. But basically, we are a lion now coming out of the woods. Lions are big, prideful animals. They're strong, they're powerful. And we are now stepping beyond the trees. We're now stepping beyond and out where people can see us and be open and about who we are and what we're and what we're feeling. And we're not ashamed and we're not afraid. We're just going to lie out on the grass and sun ourselves and just enjoy the day. That is the lion coming out of the woods. And so there's several reactions to those. When a lion comes out of the woods, what do people do? There are several reactions, right? There's the people who turn around in fear and run away as fast as they can. And then there are people who might want to hunt the lion, or because they fear it so much that they feel the need to destroy it, right? And then there are those that see the lion for the beauty and the majesty and the excellence and the strength that it really is. And it's those people that will gravitate towards you. And those are the people that will become part of your community, or your minga, as we like to call it now. So be that lion, step boldly out into the universe and take hold of yourself. Yes, go for it. So that's the lion coming out of the woods. um oh, I forgot to do the what we like to call the housekeeping. So I'll just plug it in right now. Why not? Everything happens in divine order, correct? And so we're streaming at onenesstalkradio.com. We're also streaming at Oneness Talk Radio Facebook and Oneness Talk Radio YouTube. So welcome, welcome, welcome again to everyone that's here. And I also would like to say thank you, because we are now, well, not quite. I believe it's on the 18th. So we have 2 more days, but then we'll be completely away and out of the Mercury retrograde, post-retrograde. So no more trickster energy, no more, well, who knows? Trickster energy is going to lessen, and the universe asking, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Hopefully will lessen a little bit here now that the Mercury retrograde will be on its way out, completely finished post phase on the 18th. So that's another good thing to look forward to. And although when you think about it, Mercury, I don't know about you, but for me, I find that the Mercury retrograde, when it likes to toss in all those little bits of chaos for us and have those questions of the universe saying, are you really sure? I like to use those. I used to dread them. I used to fear them. I used to stand back and go, oh no. But now I see them. I see them for what they truly are. And it's that mirror, right? It's a mirror before you saying, what is it? What in me invited this to be? Like Kira always likes to say, what in me invited this to be? And I use it as a platform, or a jumping platform, to move into a higher vibration, to find out what it is that is causing me to have that reaction, whether it be a positive or a negative. Usually most people see mirrors as a negative. And there's no reason to do that, because they can be great jumping off teaching moments for us, right? So Mercury retrograde will be done on the 18th completely, but hey, rejoice in all the things that it taught you while it was here, right? Okay. Now on to the pied de resistance. And so far, so good. We have not had any thunder or lightning, and we still have lights. So that's a bonus as well. So today I wanted to talk to you all a little bit about finding inspiration in everyday life, because we all have jobs, we all have family members, we all have those things that keep us from maybe reaching the higher vibration, or take us out of the higher vibration that we're already in, right? So how can we find the inspiration? Namaste, Gary. Namaste. So wonderful to see you. So we all are looking for that. We need that inspiration when we step outside of our comfort zone, when we step outside of our environment of safety, right? So we want to find some kind of inspiration that will keep us in that higher vibration, so that we can move through any kind of difficulties or rough patches that we run into throughout our day, correct? So I thought I would just share a little bit about how I learned to find inspiration in every day, and how I've come across other people who've found ways of dealing with it, and how even learning through Shri and Kira with the yoga of self-ascension, how we can keep that higher vibration and that inspiration inside of our hearts when we step outside of our safety zones and our what we perceive as safety zones. My goal today basically is to help you see the world and the universe as your safety zone, right? So that's my goal today. Hopefully I succeed. And hopefully we all co-create together. So if you have any ideas, please, please, please put them in the chat because I'd love to hear them. We're in co-creation. This is co-creation mode. 9, here we go. So we all have those things that bring down our vibration. And when I was first on my healing journey, and I first discovered Shri and Kira, and they were talking about trying to find the positive in things and to open yourself up and to be aware of the emotions that you're having when you're doing something, and to kind of stop. And in fact, there is the stop protocol, and basically stop, feel it, acknowledge it, and release it, right? So when we're more aware, we can do these things. We want to stay in that higher vibration. So when things do happen, we can stop, feel them, acknowledge them, and then release them. Again, that goes back to Mercury retrograde as well, and the mirror concept. So when I was first on the journey, I was trying to find, I was looking everywhere, and like we all do, what can we use for inspiration? What can we use to keep our vibration up? And I remember we have several cats. I should add there. We have some cats and a dog. And so we have several kitty litter boxes in and around our home, and they have to be cleaned every day. And I was having a particularly bad day, and I had gotten up and I hadn't done my proper practices where you project out into the day about what you want to see and do. And I was just overall grumpy, right? We all have those days. And I remember I was cleaning out the cat litter, and my son had come into the kitchen and he was making himself something to eat. I can't remember. And I was just grumbling. And out of nowhere, I just said, there is nothing enlightening about kitty litter. My son stopped and he started to laugh. He's like, are you sure, Mom, there's nothing enlightening about kitty litter? I'm like, no, nothing enlightening about kitty litter. Fast forward a few years and a few teachings and a few learnings and a few healings. And I learned something very quickly. I was cleaning out the litter boxes like I do every day, and I suddenly realized the love for my animals, the love for my cats, and the love that they bring me, and the calm and the comfort. If anybody's ever having a hard day and you have a pet, just take them and give them a cuddle and a squeeze and a pet for a little while, and your blood pressure drops, everything just relaxes out. And so I was feeling into that love of my animals and how much joy they bring to me when they like to bite my nose when I'm snuggling with them, or we have one cat in particular who likes to run. They're indoor cats, so he likes to run outside, but he doesn't run far. He just kind of runs to the edge of the grass and then turns around and waits for you to come and collect him and bring him back in the house. And I always find that endearing. And so I was just thinking of all these beautiful, wonderful things that my cats in particular brought to me and my joy. And then it hit me and I went, oh crap. All these years I've been saying there's nothing enlightening about kitty litter. And here, in fact, there was. That I could see the cleaning out of this horrible, disgusting duty that we all have to do if we own cats, but see it as an expression of love for my animals and love for my family as well, who love those animals. and want them in our lives, right? So I went, oh no. I stopped immediately what I was doing and I ran down the hall and I went into my son's room and I went, guess what, Kai? There is something enlightening about kitty litter. And he just broke out laughing and laughing and laughing. So that's what I'm talking about, is finding those things, that mundaneness, the everyday stuff that we have in our lives, and how it can bring joy to it, right? How can we do that? And then there's the especially when we go outside, and we're in like the grocery store and we run into somebody who's grumpy or not exactly in a high vibrational mood, let's put it that way. And what do you do in those situations? What do you do in your work situations? What do you do? Well, here's what I do. And you can tell me, and here's what I like to do is stay as high as I can in my vibration. Yes, we can learn so much from our animals, Lynn. Lynn says, yes, we can learn so much from our animals. The unconditional love they have for us, they truly, truly, truly do. They make your day when you come home after that day out in the everyday world, and they can just take your vibration and just send it through the roof in seconds flat the moment you open the door. They're absolutely amazing. Oh, better get a drink here. So when I'm out and about, how I like to go out is prepare a little bit ahead of time, and I'll talk about that a little bit more, so that I project kind of out into the universe how I want my day to go, basically. So I've learned to do that through the Yoga of Self-Ascension and teachings with Shri and Kira. So again, if you want to learn more about them, go to shriandkira.com. And they helped us all and taught us to be thankful, right? To be thankful about life, that you're able to go out into the world and see people and do things, especially after the last couple of years we've had. But not just that. I like to put the biggest grin on my face. The biggest grin on my face especially when I go into really rough places that are there's likely to be a lot of grumpy men or women and the grumpy people in general. And so I like to put on this big smiling face, and anybody who makes eye contact with me, I'm grinning and smiling at them like a fiend. And usually they smile back, or at least kind of nod and acknowledge. And so for me, that is a win. That is them taking that slightly higher vibration that they had and walking away from that encounter a little bit higher. And here's the key, we have maintained our level of vibration, and the gentlemen or people walking towards us that were in that mood didn't affect us. So that's, a goal and a win for both of you. But not only that, if that person is in a higher vibration and they walk away from that situation, or they walk away seeing you smile, or they smiled, yes, their day is going to turn out better. I'm not going to say way better, but things might improve better than it maybe was before. And they're able to carry that vibration themselves on into the rest of the day and affect other people. So it's kind of like that paying it forward type thing, right? Gary says, speaking of dogs, if people were half as forgiving and loving as dogs, heaven would be here without doubt. Yes, you betcha. That was one of my favorite little movies growing up, was All Dogs Go to Heaven. It was cute. And I do agree. I can't wait to get to the end of the Rainbow Bridge and see all of my pets there waiting for me. It's going to be amazing. But I'll wait for that. So what about things like work or traffic jams or things that just really kind of get under our skin and can frustrate us? And that's where I think our vibration begins to lessen, right? Is as soon as we feel that frustration, that's when things start taking a bit of a nosedive and you start feeling that little bit more heavy in your chest and in your maybe in your third chakra. And so how what would we do to handle some, let's say, something at work? Um, what I like to do, what is think, why am I doing this? What is, especially if you're not that happy at work, or even if you actually, I should say, if you're content at work and you're not doing too bad, and you're feeling pretty solid about who you are and where you're going at work, just simply try and put into your mind, why am I doing this? Who am I doing this for? Is it for your family? Is it for yourself? Is it for your boss? And I think maybe those three answers would give you the ability to open yourself up and to feel into what which one of these you are actually doing this for. And from there, you can start making your own decisions. You can start deciding whether or not you're going to stay, or if you're going to find something new. Um, I like I like to think of it for, I'm doing these things for my family. I'm trying to be in service to others. But if you have a job that's not in service to others, it can sometimes be a little more difficult, right? Because you think, why am I just punching a clock? And that's where that why am I doing this? And um, how how does this work fulfill me and fulfill the loved ones in my life? Maybe the answer is that you um there isn't any, but maybe there you're able to afford to have a beautiful home. You're able to eat and have the healthy foods that you need in order to stay in that higher vibration. You're able to um, finally be able to take your family to Disneyland or Walt Disney World. You're able to buy roses for your spouse on the way home. These are the things that help inspire you to keep going when things come in front of you that you don't want to go or make your vibration low. It's just the simple, beautiful things in life that can really bring meaning to the moment and bring joy to you and to others around you, right? Um, I did have an example here about, I just have to see if I can find it now. Projection. So, another way is if I'm having a particularly rougher time at work, back when I used to work in law. And so when I was getting ready to go into the office, what I would do was, again, project into my day. What kind of day am I going to have? My interactions with my coworkers and my boss are going to be smooth. Interactions with the clients are going to be smooth. I'm going to understand and be clear and of what needs to be done and accomplished, and I will be able to do so with ease. Again, helping that sets your mood and your vibration ahead of you, right? So if it's ahead of you, all you have to do is stay in that flow, and that vibration will continue with you and follow you all throughout the day. So do something like that, maybe. If you're in the traffic jam, I just like to think about what's home, my family, my 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 comfy chair, and my sanctuary. And so I think traffic jams is our fairly easy one to get through. But that's just my opinion. It might not be for you guys. I don't have too many traffic jams anymore either in my life, thanks to, I live in the country, so I don't have to worry much about traffic unless I go 2 hours south of here to Toronto. And oh boy, that's some traffic. What else do we have here? So many beautiful things to talk about. Um, what I like to do is just try and surround myself throughout with as many things that joy, both visually and even audioly. So listening to shows like Witness Talk Radio, your favorite music, the things that keep you up and bouncing and in the mood, literally in the mood. I love big band music. So everybody loves big band music, right? In the mood, do do. It's my favorite. I really sing it around the house all the time. That's my family. But listen to the shows like Wellness Talk Radio and to the music that you like. Keep the eyes on the thing you enjoy. Example was I just preparing for the show today or getting ready for the show today. I was standing at my kitchen window and I was looking out, and all of the birds are just eating. We tossed out bird seed, and all of the birds are just gobbling them up. All the bird seed, and there was this one particular bird who wasn't letting anybody. It was a little black who didn't want to let anybody else on to eat anything, and I was basking in that abundance of the ability to have the seed. And it was also the birds that we have all these beautiful birds that are coming down to us. And I was there to be able to witness it all with the sun shining down on us. Um, and it was just glorious. So even just looking out your window, what is it that can inspire you? Look out your office window. Look out your if you're a driver, look out your front windshield. What inspires you? What do you see around you that you can take into your heart and help expand it, right? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm hoping that you'll be able to do today when you leave. That's what I want to do. And another way too to just see the everyday world is to get some height on it, right? We go out our front door and we're wading into it. If you can just stop for a moment, hand to heart, Ave Saw breath, and just get some height on the situation and see the higher you go into the higher dimensions. I like to just say higher in general. Because if you go to that, 100,000 feet, you can look down on the earth and see, or even higher, and you can see that everything is perfect, right? Everything is perfect in the way it's supposed to be, like Master Lady Kira says. Everything is working and everyone is doing what they're supposed to do. So when you think about it that way, what are you supposed to do, right? You're supposed to live and find peace and love and joy. And how can you do that? You you can see that just before you that there's all this peace and love and joy. I know it sometimes when you come down a little lower and you're seeing individual countries or individual continents and that kind of thing, it might not seem quite like that. But when you really get to that high altitude and you look back on the earth, it's peace and love and joy. You feel that. And I like to think of it as feeling Gaia, right? You're feeling not the individual cell of Gaia, not the guy next door who you don't like or your boss who yelled at you yesterday. It's that level of peace that you can see and feel and touch. It's just amazing, right? Just get some height on the situation and feel Gaia for who she really, really is. She loves you, right? We are her body. We are her mind. And we have the choice to love like her, love us, and love everyone else around us, or we can choose the opposite And I'm not even going to discuss the opposite because it doesn't need any more energy added to it. Oh, Lynn says Glenn Miller, Benny Goodman. I'll date myself. That's the music I grew up on. Well, I got in just a quick story about finding joy in things that you absolutely do not like. I grew up on a summer resort, and we used to every Saturday, well, not quite every Saturday, but most Saturdays, we would have to clean cottages. My grandma would come and help us clean every day, but she was a huge big band fan, right? And so I don't like cleaning cottages. Who likes housework? Well, I guess maybe some people do, right? The people that are very fastidious but I don't like housework, and I certainly don't like cleaning cottages. But my grandmother used to put on that music, right? And I would be bebopping around with her and having a grand old time. There's no air conditioning. We're all hot. There's usually 5 of us in the cottage together. We're trying to move around each other and do all of our individual jobs. But when that music goes on, everybody's just bopping around and it just flows with ease. So yeah, go out and find that music that just brings that to life in you, right? And embrace it. Embrace it. These are the things, and you can blare it in your car right before you go into work, as you're, projecting and envisioning how your day is going to go. Embrace the little things in life that bring joy. I say that very often. Embrace the little things in life that bring you joy. Because those are the simplest and purest joys that we can ever feel, I think. Oh, where are we time-wise? We got about 20 minutes left. Yay, I'm not going to run over. How else can we find inspiration in the everyday, right? Being thankful for sure, being thankful for everything around you. So when you're having those hard questions, why am I doing this? And you think about your family or your animals, or you you're thankful for them as well. You feel that gratitude and that appreciation for them, and for having them in your life, and for all of the things that they're able to help you do and assist you with. And I find just finding something throughout your day, even if it's the photocopier didn't break down, um, that is, be thankful for that, because I know there were days, seemed like every other day it was breaking down, and I was literally, thank you every time we got through a day and the photocopier was running up and running, and I didn't have to call somebody to come in and fix it. The simple things in life like that. Some people might say, find things to stay positive, think on the positive side of life. I guess that would be very similar to it too. Another way of being inspired in every day is just to be in service, right? Being in service is amazing. You are assisting another person with, or an organization, or whatever it is that you're doing, and you're coming away feeling good. They're coming away feeling good. You've accomplished something beautiful and helped them while you're doing it. And again, that vibration can expand out into the universe beyond, because now they're going to go home and they're going to be able to relay the stories to family and friends, or go into their workplace and relay that, oh, this kind person helped me, like a spontaneous situation, helping someone out of the car, or helping someone with their groceries, or there's a little ritual we have here in Canada called the Tim's Run. And for those of you who don't know what that is and are not from Canada, we have a coffee shop here called Tim Hortons. And we all love our Timmies. Every Canadian loves their Timmies. And what I like to do, and I'm sure many of you do this too in coffee shops all over the world, is when I'm going through the drive-through, I like to pay for the car behind me and just kind of, again, pay it forward a little bit. And we've had that happen to us too. And it gives you such an amazing feeling that when you pull up to the window, the person behind the glass says, it's okay. They paid for you ahead. And you're just so thankful to them, and you can project that thankfulness back to them. But it makes your day so that you can go into work with a bounce, right? Or think about it in reverse. You're making someone else's day, and they get to go into work with a bounce. And think about their job place and how much their workplace is going to benefit from you just simply buying them a coffee. These are the amazing things that I like to talk, the little things in life that just bring you so much joy. But you can be in service other ways too. You can devote your time, schedule, find out the things that really call to you. There's usually lots of animal shelters that need help around. There's places like Clinica Linda that you would be able to go and volunteer at. Where else? All these things. People, throw in the chat. Where is it that you want to? What do you like to? What charities or places that you like to go to be in service to other people? That you set out that day to go out and be of service to somebody. Gary, what does Gary say? The Father is our manifestation of the soul, and our Mother is manifestation of our vehicle for the human experience. Love them both for everything you have. All my love. Yes. Yes, Gary. Yes. That's amazing. Yes, I like to think of it that way too. Yep. All right. So I guess this kind of all just boils down to, right? It just all basically boils down to claim your mastery, claim the joy that is out there in the world to see. And then here's the kicker, and here's the thing that I love the most, is the more you see it, the more you acknowledge it, the more it comes to you, and the higher vibration. And then the more that you can vibrate out to others in the world and increase their vibration. And then we just start a feedback loop, and it just starts rolling. You can do, if every person went out of their house every day with that kind of being and place in their heart, then think about the effect that they could have on their workplace. Think about the effect that their workplace can then expand out and affect others in their building. The building then expands into the neighborhood expands into the city, and then so on and so forth. It just exponentially builds from there if we can keep feelings of inspiration, peace, love, and joy when we exit our comfort zone, so that we can feel the universe is our whole comfort zone, and that all is in divine order, and trust that, right? Trust who you are. Trust your abilities. Know that there are so many beautiful things out there for you to look at and to see and to do, and just scoop them up in your arms and embrace them with everything that you have, right? That the most minute moment in your life might seem mundane, or it might seem problematic, but it could also be offering you lots of gifts if you're willing to open yourself up and discover what they are, feel what they are, understand what they are, right? So I was going to, last week I ended with a meditation, and it worked so beautifully. I thought maybe I would try that again today, but this time we would do it more of a projection out into your day. And so then you can begin doing it again tomorrow morning when you wake up, and you can just project out into your day the type of day that you want to have, right? So I want to do that again. But before I do, there's just a few things that I wanted to talk to you about, because there's just so many beautiful things going on in the Minga, our community. And I just wanted to give them all the love and salute that they all deserve. And so for those of you who are don't know, at Tosa Blue Mountain, there is being built right now a pyramid of peace. And this pyramid of peace is already beginning to anchor. If you want to learn more about it, please visit Sri and Kira's website. And it is going to radiate. Yes, Lynn, those are my email addresses. Yes. And they're going to radiate this peace, love, and joy out into the universe. And the geometries came to Master Shri, and he, together with an indigenous architect and his crew, are putting together I can't remember how many feet they said it was going to be. It's going to be 2 levels anyway. And it's all made of bamboo and a type of adobe plaster that they make straight from the land there in the Andes Mountains. So it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful structure, definitely. But not just that, not just the physical beauty of it, the feeling that it brings, that peace, love, and joy. Just entering it and being able to feel that. And they're going to charge all of their instruments and tools that they use, which will be great. And there's going to be water flowing through the pyramid, so you'll be able to even go up and drink from the water. It's going to be truly an amazing structure. And that has already broken ground, and they're already working diligently on it. And I believe it's going to be complete by the September equinox, I do believe. So if you have any, want to take a look at more about that, please go to shriankira.com. And the lineage holders gathering is coming up on the 13th and the 28th. What is a lineage holder, right? So if you were here, you're a lineage holder. If you're listening to me now, very likely that you are a lineage holder. You're the type of person that likes to question things, but you're the family keeper of history. You are, what else? How else would I describe it? You have even felt like you are the one that can see and understand when nobody else can. You feel called to be in service, and that you want to help heal the world. That is what I would feel is a lineage holder. So if you are in any of those categories, you are a lineage holder. And there will be lineage holder gatherings on July 13th and July 28th. And they're really hoping to have 1,000 points of light, 1,000 people to attend these 2 meetings. It's very, very important. They're wanting to help anchor that peace, that love and joy, and be of neutrality open, so that we can experience what we want to put into it, which is peace, love, and joy, right? And then who can forget? Coming up here, starting on the 18th, it's Unity Week. So 18th from the 25th. I would suggest you head over to the website. Let me see if I got that somewhere in here. And of course I don't. I believe it's worldunityweek.org. And I would recommend you take a look over there. Shri and Kira are going to have their show, Passionate Action, from there on the 19th. And they're slated to be part of that. But there's so many other amazing speakers coming up. And there was one in particular I thought that would be very interesting, which was, I don't have any young children now, but I like to work with children. And it was how to raise intuition within children. And I thought that would be a really great talk to go to. There are tons of them, and there's probably something for everybody. There's lots of summits, and there's lots of various different talks. There's meditations, that kind of thing. So head over to worldunityweek.org, and they'll have it all there for you. And take a look and see what you want to see, what kind of workshops that you want to enter, and courses that you want to take, because there's tons every day from the 18th through the 25th. My dog is wanting to say hi. So she's okay. I'll just pet her and she'll relax. Yes. Hi, baby girl. You gonna relax? Okay. Simple things in life that bring you joy, right? I'll just sit here and pet my dog, and we'll do this beautiful. We just have, I think, enough time to do our little projection for the day, and our little meditation. Hi, you gonna relax? I know, I see you, my sweet. And so we just have a name for that. But I did put my email in the chat. It's I have two of them: redskyraven@hotmail.com or waterloveandlight@gmail.com. So you can reach me at both those, okay? And also, please feel free to visit my website at watersofself-ascension.com. And also have a new moon ceremony starting on the, no, not starting. My second one will be on the 28th. So I will be posting something on my website about that coming very shortly, and you should be able to sign up, or just send me an email if you're interested in joining the full moon circle. New moon circle. Jess Jintanen does the full moon circles. I do the new. I've started a new moon circle, and so if you're interested, please send me an email, because I would love to see you there. Love to see you there. So if we could all let's close our eyes and relax. And we're going to, when we're done with this brief meditation, I'm just going to simply sign off and leave you all to bask in the projection of your day, right? So we're going to close our eyes, and we're going to take 3 deep Ave Saw breaths, hand to heart. Don't forget to smile afterwards. As Master Lady Kira likes to say, we all forget to smile. Don't forget to smile. So we're going to do 3 Ave Saw breaths, and then I'll begin, okay? Ave Saw. Ave Saw. Ave Saw. With our eyes closed, we lie there, and we begin to feel our body, the surface of our skin, our hands, our feet, our legs. We feel warmth of the covers that are lying over us. We give ourselves a little shake, a deep breath, and we say thank you. Upon opening our eyes, we kick our legs over the edge of the bed, and we take that stretch in the morning. And again, we say thank you. Thank you. I am here. If you have a significant other, take a look over at them, lying there next to you. Are they sleeping? Thank them. Thank them for being there and being with you and loving you for who you are. If you're alone, put your hand to your heart. Take a deep breath and say thank you. Thank you to myself for being here today. Before we stand up, we decide that we're going to project out into the day all the peace, the love, and the joy that we can muster. We think forward into our day, how we're going to proceed. We brush our teeth, we put our clothes on. Picking our clothes, for those ladies out there, is done with ease. And our hair is just fine, and it works beautifully. It is in all the right spots. we go out into our kitchen and we prepare our breakfast, our healthy, healthy breakfast that's going to carry us through the rest of the day, whatever that might be. Smoothie, toast and peanut butter. And then you look at the clock and think, now's time to go to work. And you head out your door, but you are laughing and smiling when you do so. You are dancing towards your car, shaking your booty to music that is going off inside your head. You step in to your car, you put your key in the ignition, and you take that deep Ave Saw breath one more time. And you project forward that traffic will be perfect, that all the stoplights will be green, and that your parking space will be available and waiting for you when you get there. The special one, right in front of the building that we all fight for every day. You put the key in the ignition and you turn the engine on and pull out with ease and flow. You are now getting to your workplace, and you, before you go into the building again, you stop and you take that deep Ave Saw breath. And you project into your workplace ease and flow, peace, love, and joy. You feel it. You feel it through your heart. You feel it into your toes, up to the top of your head, to your lotus chakra. All will be well today. Everything will be at ease. I will speak to who I need to speak to. I will dance through work and be rewarded at the end. All the machinery will work fine. All the calls that need to be made will work out. And everything will be in divine perfect order. So you get out of your car, and again, before you go into your workplace, look around, see what is there that can bring you joy. The little bird nesting in the shrub next to you, the kids waiting for their school bus, laughing, giggling. Find those little things. Take them to your heart. Take them to your desk or your truck or your retail job, whatever it might be. Walk into your work with that feeling. And then at the end of the day, you're able to come back to your car and another deep Ave Saw breath. You give thanks for the day of peace, love, and joy. For if there was any friction or what you would call friction, give thanks and ask, what in me invited this to be today? And then turn on your car, project forward that all traffic will be perfect and all green lights will be in front of you, and think about the joy that you have upon arriving home into the arms of your family, into the safety of your environment, the warmth of your home, and the love of all that surrounds you there. One more deep Ave Saw breath. And I am complete. See you all next week. Love you. Bye.